Here we are at the edge of the Grand Canyon. Joe's first impression as he walks up to the edge.
All right, let's see this thing. Let's see if it's
as grand as people say.
Yeah, it's what it's cracked up to be. Holy fuck.
You can't say that. This is a family-oriented vlog.
Oh, they're gonna have to hear it because they'll say the same thing. Holy moly. We're hiking all the way down there?
All right, everyone. Joe and I are at the top almost of South Kaibab Trail, and this is kind of standard what the trail looks like.
Start at 4:30 a.m.
Yeah, 4:30 in the morning, and we've got how many more miles? 9, 7, something like that. Quite a few more miles to go, and we've got our headlamps on, and we'll let you know. It's about 65 degrees or so. All right, everybody, here we are at Ooh-Ah Point, and it's pretty impressive. I'll flip it around here in just a second. Things doing good. I think we're about 3/4 of a mile in.
This is it.
This is a cool little ridge. Here's down on one side and down on the other side. Kind of fun. All right, everyone, here we are at Cedar Ridge. It's a pretty cool, like, little landing area where you can kind of take your pack off and relax. And this is where they put the mules. So you can see, if you had a mule, they'd tie up the mule right there so that you can go pee and stuff. I think that's a bathroom. So anyways, nice morning. There's the sun rising over the Grand Canyon. We came from up there. I'd say we're maybe 1/3 of the way down, give or take. Still doing good. Kind of give you an idea of what the trail is like. So it's kind of like the world's biggest staircase. And it just goes and goes and goes. All right, everyone, we are just maybe not quite 3 miles in, and we are at Skeleton Point, which I have to assume gets its name because of all the white rocks. If you look around here, a lot of the rocks are real white, which is kind of unusual, and they look sort of like bones. And we came from up there on the ridge all the way down, and that's it. Kind of a cool picture of the trail, the switchbacks going down the mountain side all the way down there. Got some mules coming up the hill here. Carrying people. Whole team of them. There's Joe and some mule butts. All right, everyone, here we are at the bottom of the canyon. It is, do you know what time it is, Joe? 7 something, maybe 8. And there's this tunnel right here that we have to go through. And 7:45. 7:45, and then across the suspension bridge and down along right around the corner is Bright Angel and Phantom Ranch. So that's it, almost there.
Put on a show for you.
All right, so down here at the river and the tunnel. I'm gonna go ahead and walk us through the tunnel and I'll see what's on the other side. Pretty sure I know it's the suspension bridge, but you know, you never know. Ah, this is cool. It's like an old, like a mine shaft almost. Oh, there's the bridge. And this is the same bridge that the mules come across. So if you're riding a mule, you can look down at the ground, you can see all the hoof prints, right, from the horseshoes of the mules. Go out on the river. So doing pretty good. This was not as challenging as I thought it would be. We left nice and early in the morning and got down here. The sun really wasn't beating on us much at all. All right, so the mighty Colorado River that carved out this whole canyon. You can see it down there. And this is the Lower Canyon, I think it's called. And it heads up to that first kind of ledge up there, but that's only about a third of the way up the entire canyon. So it's a lot bigger than that. It just has a flat spot above there that you kind of have to walk across before you get there. Oh, there's a kayaker over there with their boat and a nice looking beach. I might go down and check out that beach in a little bit and dip my head in the water or take a swim. Here we are at Phantom Ranch, just at the beginning, and we're probably going to go check out the campground and also go up and check out Phantom Ranch, so more to come. All right, everybody, we are at Bright Angel Campground, and I'll flip it around here in a second and show you all. A little over a 3-hour hike down here, really pretty easy. Both of us are feeling good and doing well. And I'll show you you can check out the campground here. So there's little sites, and right along the river, you can kind of see, well, this isn't the Colorado, this is Bright Angel Creek. And you can kind of see what the campsite looks like.
45-degree water.
All right, we're gonna head down and check out the water. Here's something you don't see every day. A bird or something laid an egg right on top of a rock, right in the middle of the creek. How weird is that? All right, here we are at the super famous outdoor mecca destination of Phantom Ranch at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, and this is the canteen. It's a really famous place. All right, everybody, so I'm gonna do one more video here. If you've been following along on the home game, it is July, and yesterday was actually the hottest day of the year so far. It's July 17th. And it is right now about 120 in the sun is what the rangers estimated, and you can kind of see out here. So Joe and I decided, instead of camping here at Bright Angel, I don't want to hit my head there, we're going to get a dorm room, which we got here, and sleep for a couple hours in the hottest part of the day. And that was $50. And then we're going to have a steak dinner here at Phantom Ranch. And after the steak dinner, we're gonna hike in the shade up to Cottonwood, which is 7 miles away. And then we're gonna stay at Cottonwood. And this is not the first time we changed our plans on this trip due to heat. So yesterday, we originally had planned to do Rim-2-Rim, and the rangers on South Rim recommended that we maybe rethink that one because it's so hot. And they said, hey, why don't we change your reservation to come back to South Rim instead and do the loop on South Kaibab and Bright Angel Trail. And we said, sure, right? So we changed our reservation to do that, but they said, hey, when you get to the bottom, feel it out, see how you're doing. And if you're feeling okay, you guys can finish it. And we're doing great. So we decided, hey, instead of trying to do 14 miles tomorrow in the heat uphill, we'll do another 7 tonight, and then we'll sleep in the like kind of cooler part of the night, get up at 3 again and head up. So nice thing about the dorm, we get showers before dinner. There's a bathroom in here. It's pretty much about as fantastic as you can get at the moment. So I'm gonna do that and more to come later. All right, everyone, so we are at the pretty well-known steak dinner at Phantom Ranch. So it's family style. They have everything laid out, and all of the people that we're eating with are gonna be here at the table in just a minute, and we're gonna get our stuff and eat and then get back on the road. So here's kind of what it looks like in here. See all the people. Very limited space, and the food looks like this steak is, it's a big steak. All right, so I just had about the best steak dinner ever, I think. And it's about 5:30. Joe and I are gonna get back on the trail, head up to Cottonwood tonight, which is 7 miles. I just wanna give you guys a little bit of scenery here before I go. So, Phantom Ranch. One more time. Big tree in the way there. So I'm waiting on Joe to finish getting ready here. We kind of got ourselves drenched. It's 5:30 and we're just about to take off on the trail, but I figured it'd be a good opportunity for me to kind of show a little bit about our packs and what we're carrying. And this is my pack. It weighs in at probably, with water and everything, a little over 20 pounds. And I've got a little chair in there, clothes, sleeping stuff, a mat, a really light sleeping kind of netted sack thing. Let's see, I've got 1.5 liters in the Camelback, another liter of water here, and then a small one over here that's filled with Gatorade. And these are hiking poles, trekking poles. They help sometimes. They slow you down on some things, but they really help you from not getting sprained ankles, things like that. All right, here we are hiking through the box, right? That's what they call it, the box. And it's this kind of canyon where Bright Angel Creek flows down it, and we're just going across one of the bridges. There are a bunch of desert bighorn sheep on this hill, and they're super camouflaged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like at least 5 of them. They're so still, they look like rocks. This is on this trail that they made a little like walkway down to the creek. So awesome to go down there. The water is cold, crystal clear, super refreshing. We just dunk our shirts in and helps out a lot. All right, so we are close to Cottonwood, and it is totally pretty much dark now. And we just almost did our second 7 miles, came across this cool little waterfall. Trail goes right over it, and can't wait to get there. All right, everyone, here's my last post for today, at least. We made it to Cottonwood, which is 7 point, I clocked it at 7.6 miles from Phantom Ranch, and it took us about 2 hours and 45 minutes to get here. About a 1,500 foot ascent. Not the best part of the hike. It was kind of one of those things that you just try to get through, and hope tomorrow is a better day. It was like real hot, deserty. We saw a couple rattlesnakes. One of them scared us half to death. And now we're camping, and I'll show you kind of the camp site here. Okay, so you can see this is it. I've got like a sheet type thing, very, very light. It's almost more like a bug screen than anything. And a mat and a pillow, and that's it. And then I have my chair, which I will do a gear review on. I'm pretty happy with it, and right now I have all my stuff on it. And here's Joe over here spraying bug spray around his, and that's it. So not much of a campsite. All right, it is 4:30 a.m. We've been hiking about an hour or so. We're at the Manzanita rest area, and it's still super, super dark out. I'm I'm going to be really quiet here so you can hear this like river behind us, and it's just tumbling down through all the rocks, and it just sounds amazing. So hopefully you can hear it. All right, anyways, starting to feel it. This is not going to be a fun day. The hike last night up to Cottonwood was really kind of a pain. Like, it wasn't a fun hike. It was long and deserty, just horrible. But the campsite at Cottonwood was unbelievable. I slept like, I don't know, I slept better than I've ever slept in, like, maybe ever. We got up at 3, probably out of there by 3:30, and we've been on the trail for a while. So this is a place for us to get water, and just there's a bench here. I can hang out and readjust my pack, stuff like that. Get a little breakfast, and we're on our way. So I'll touch base with you guys in a bit. Starting to be tough for the first time on this trip. It's really starting to wear on me. All right, I'm out. All right, everyone, this is Roaring Springs, and it's the headwater for at least a good portion of the Bright Angel Creek, and it just comes right out of the mountain there. I'll try and zoom in a little. Right out of the mountain, and just tumbles all the way down, like a few hundred feet at least. One of the coolest things we've seen, for sure. And then it follows the creek bed all the way back down that canyon to Phantom Ranch. Right, this is the North Kaibab Trail, and you can see it's just hugging that ridge line all the way down, and you can see, like, up through here, it's just carved out of the rock, and you're just under this overhang, and it's just barely any trail at all, and the drop off is pretty big. Pretty fun, nice, very scenic. This is an interesting thing. There's 2 of them right here in a row. These are dynamite blast, like leftovers from when they carved the trail out of the rock. Kind of neat. North Kaibab Trail, you can see it kind of winding down the canyon there, all the way down. And we are almost done. A couple more miles.
All right.
All right, everybody, for what it's worth, this is the Supai Tunnel. And we're gonna go right through it. I'll take you through. And that's it. Yay, Supai Tunnel. All right, everybody, this is the Supai Tunnel rest area. It's the last one on the trail, and we have about 1.7 miles to go, and we are gonna be at the top. I will flip the camera around and give you guys an idea of what this is like. There's a water thing there Joe's filling up at. And over there is where they can tie up the mules that they come down on. And you can see the ridge up there at the top. That is the rim. And pretty trees, very nice and cool. Good morning.
Where are you coming from?
And that's it. We're at Coco Nino Overlook.
Yeah, that's where you are.
And here is the canyon.
How far are we from the top?
Bright Angel Canyon. You can see South Rim way over there.
Hours into this trip, so I'm ready for the top. I think you are, for sure. Must have been rim. Oh yeah.
Here's Joe.
Not today.
Not today.
Just got passed by a bunch of mules. It's really,
This
this is a tough little spot right here. It's hot, sunny.
Really hot.
I'm pretty much done. The mules are dusty. The ground is like walking on a beach, and it's straight uphill. Not my favorite spot on the hike.
So for $50 each.
All right, we are so darn close, but the heat, the altitude, the hill is just relentless right now. We've been coming up it for just miles and miles and miles, and this last stretch from Supai Tunnel, there's mule crap everywhere and flies everywhere, and it smells horrible. Definitely, I think this one's except for the rattlesnake part, this is by far my least favorite part of this hike. I am so ready to be done, and I just can't move any faster than I am now. So anyways, this is probably it until the end. See ya. All right, ready? Rim to rim.
You did it.
How many hours are we at? What time is it?
8:41.
So 4, 5, 6, 7.
24, 28, 28 hours.
28 hours even. 26 miles, 6,000 feet down, 7,000 feet up. I can't talk anymore. I'm done. Bye. All right, everybody. So I'm making one more thing here. We crested the top, and I'll tell you something that's completely stupid and ridiculous about North Rim. When you come up and you crest the top of the rim, you're done. Like, you're ready to party. You're ready to get a beer and a t-shirt. And then suddenly you see a sign that says the lodge is almost 2 miles away. And you have to walk down this stupid trail in order to get to the lodge for 2 more miles after you've been walking all day from down there. So far, I like everything. This last little thing is just dumb. And I'm in a bad mood and I want a beer. Right, we are inside the Grand Canyon Lodge at North Rim, and it's pretty awesome. Joe is gonna try and call the Trans Canyon Shuttle and get us a ride home today still, and if not, they have a room here that we can get. So we've got a lot of options. So there you go. That was where we started 27 hours ago. And we came all the way down and across and up Bright Angel.